But he puts a third spell card in the graveyard, and with this rose, now we can access that Kagari, possibly to get one of the engages back, and that is going to be alright for Tom. We have not used the effect of the multi-roll, which can protect all of our spell cards, as well as sending the third to the graveyard. So let's see whether Rosalie wants to do that.
God, this is going almost all the way back to 2020, this opening field. I mean, the rose a little bit older than that, but these engages and multi-rolls, this is just classic Sky Striker gameplay right now.
But not quite. She skips on the effect of multi-roll, going directly for this engage that is not gonna give her a draw quite yet, but is gonna get one of those important spells, recovering a lot of the advantages. We have seen it plenty of times already in the previous round, and there it is, the Lemnis Gate.
Yeah, one of these fantastic new cards. Lemnis Gate can recycle your cards whilst interrupting the opponent, bouncing a number of cards. And here we go in the end phase. We're going to see the Shizuku. Shizuku going to be able to get linkage and presumably use in the end phase and rank up into the new Sky Striker equals 0.
And there it is, the linkage coming down and getting more spells that then can be set due to that multi-roll in the end phase, possibly, even though we are already in the end phase.
Yeah, what is that a set now? You've filled up the spell and trap zone already, so maybe we just go ahead, get an engage for the next turn, and let's see what Tom has. Oh, another copy of Widow Anchor.
So we're going to use the Widow Anchor on her own card and then reset it with the multi-roll. So now she has Widow Anchor, and the Lemnis Gate.
Yeah, maximum disruption right now.
And this is the way you have to play this matchup. Just trying to stop Lunalight in every which way. Tom is already down a card since that Flawless was stopped by Call to the Grave. He will be drawing to 5 cards in hand, but at least 3 forms of interaction. We'll have to see if Tom has some high impact cards. Even just like one copy of Heavy Polymerization could just end the duel, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, and we have seen this Call by the Grave that have been important for Roselle to negate the Fuvalos, not giving 3 draws to Tom. Can he fight back, or as she find a way around this unfortunate matchup?
What is there for Tom? We've been seeing him play these field-breaking cards, but do any of them include Harpy's Feather Duster, Lightning Storm? You've got to think those are the cards that you desperately want in your hands right now. Who needs to answer that field of monsters when there's 5 cards in the spell and trap card zones?
And yeah, as you can see, asked to look at the graveyard, but there are more than 3 spells in there. We start things off with that.
To the graveyard. It also has some other effects which are pretty cool that will involve polymerization and being...
And as you said, Billy, this Leo is at least 2 Widow Anchors face down for Rosalie, plus some more cards.
All right, Lunalight Gold Leo's coming down, and this is surely going to prompt maybe the Widow Anchor that is known. Yep.
And there comes the Widow Anchor. I mean, Tom rightfully so will ever read at it. When there are 3 spells, you can also take control of the gold.
Used already a multi-roll. Oh, she's going to add the 0 back.
Yeah, the linkage goes back to the end. Not quite the engage. I guess prioritizing this battle presence.
Now the Kagari is going to attack over the Lunalight Gold Leo, sending it straight to the graveyard. You want to get this Yellow Marten off the field because it will be banished, and then once it's gone, it's gone. But that is why she added back the linkage, because the battle phase is still happening. This quick play Sky Striker secret maneuver is going to summon Hayate. Hayate is going to attack over the Yellow Marten. Yep, and now Yellow Marten is banished, and that's devastating for Lunalights. And another copy of linkage is going to turn Hayate into the 0 you were talking about, Tom. And then another linkage is going to bring out Shizuku and go for game. Does Tom? He's trying to figure it out, run the numbers, do the math. Rosalia's already done it, and she's taken game 1.
Wow.
Incredible. We talked about it. She had to adapt. She knew this was a tough matchup, had to win that die roll, and played it perfectly. Got as many interruptions as she possibly could, down to the multi-roll, down to searching the Widow Anchor, using it on your own monster, resetting it with the multi-roll. That's kind of a classic Sky Striker play, right?
Oh, this is just classic Sky Strike. We're seeing Upstart Dark Goblins. We're seeing Foolish Burial Goods, Send Metal Foes Fusion, use all of my cards, just about stop you from doing anything on your turn, and then on my turn, I'm going to play Engage. I'm going to
use a third copy of Linkage again. Just absolutely incredible.
Incredible show by her. We have mentioned it sometimes. What is key is the ability to adapt quickly to whatever you have not planned before the event, and this has been it. And I feel by far this was the most important game, because once you move to the side decks, you can take some of those going second cards away, slow out, the same thing.
Useful against the Lunalight strategy. Something like Droll and Lockbird could potentially be coming in. Artifact Lancia, if the players were still respecting Malice, but Artifact Lancia, while it is good, not necessarily like a game ender against the Lunalight strategy.
No, for sure, but obviously the cards that are game, so I feel like we haven't actually seen Tom summon it yet, maybe hardly at all on these features, but
I don't think so. Not today for sure.
Yeah, he had to get through that whole previous top 8 without summoning it once, but it is the card that ends the game when it hits the field. So will we see it hit the field? I don't really know what Rosalie has in her deck to stop it.
Yeah, I mean, kind of a bit of luckiness there, because if Tom just happened to draw something like Heavy Polymerization, just activating that right away to summon a Liger Dancer from the beginning, that could spell disaster.
Absolutely, but we'll see right now going first. Obviously, that's not as much of an option, given that the bonus effect is usually activated when you go second.
Right, not for this
On
game.
his own, he will just try to do his thing. We have seen that she has decided to include that many, end interactions in her own deck, so we can just assume Tom will be pretty much free to do whatever he wants. The deck has been quite consistent throughout.
But, as a Lunalight player myself, there's definitely some hands you can draw that are still some awkward, even with so many stars with some other cards. So it's not just a guaranteed thing that since Tom is going first, he's going to have access to a Liger Dancer, but there are a lot of chances for him to draw some of those powerful cards like Fire Formation Tinky, Lunalight Gold Leo, Lunalight Masquerade. There's plenty of options for him to look for here.
Yeah, and she's not the only one playing, I guess, Foolish Burial Goods. That also is a great starter for the Lunalight deck, potentially sending that Perfume. And we could totally be seeing that once more here for Tom, as he will try to tie the score up and get us to yet another game 3 in the semi-final. I think it's absolutely fitting. So now let's find out whether Tom players are ready. Let's go back to the table.
Off spells for Rosalie. Could this be the shortest feature match we've had so far this weekend?
And there it is, as mentioned, that Foolish Burial Goods, but this time for Tom.
Yep, so this is step 1. He has a playable card in his hand. That's really all he needs to get to where he needs to be. Being able to send, okay, he's going to send the Serenade Dance, probably a card that was cited in. A lot of Lunalight players don't main deck this card, but will put it in when they're going first.
Yeah, it makes an awful lot of sense. This is a card that's slightly weak if you draw it, but having those extra options for extending your plays is a fantastic thing to have going first. So you got to discard a card and banish it from your grave, and then you can just summon a Lunalight straight from your deck. It seems to be a bit of a theme with the Gold Leo doing exactly the same thing, but adding and then discarding.